Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a super yummy, I think I realized I say that in every video. It's super yummy. No, but for real, we are making a really yummy flourless chocolate cake today. This is also known as a tort, like a flourless chocolate tort. And usually it's made in a spring form pan, which has like the springs that latch on while it's cooking and then you release it and then lift it up. That's what cheesecakes are made out of. But we don't have a spring form pan, and I'm figuring a lot of you guys probably don't have one either. Today we're going to be making it in just a regular 8-inch cake pan. You could do it in a 9-inch cake pan if you really wanted to. We have our 8-inch cake pan here, and what I've done is I've sprayed it with cooking spray, and then I've put a circular shaped parchment paper lining the inside, and then I sprayed it again. And an easy way to cut out this circle for the middle of your pan is you set the pan on top of your parchment paper, and then you trace around it with a pen, and then you cut it out, and it'll be the perfect shape for the inside of your pan. And we're going to set this aside and get started. So you're going to want to start off by preheating your oven to 375 degrees. And all you're going to need, it's really an easy recipe, all you'll need is a half of a cup of butter, which is basically 1 stick, 1 cup of chocolate chips, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 eggs at room temperature, and half of a cup of cocoa powder. And then if you're wanting to do the glaze on top of the cake, that all you need is 3 tablespoons of butter and 2/3 cup of chocolate chips. Instead of the glaze today, we are going to actually be using chocolate pudding because I have some left over from Thanksgiving. And then we're gonna have ice cream with it. It's gonna be not good for us at all, and that is how we like it on this channel. Okay, so we have our stick of butter, and we're going to be putting it into the microwave, and we're going to melt it. And then we're going to add our cup of chocolate chips to it. I'm just going to microwave it in 30-second intervals because butter melts pretty quick, and we'll just keep an eye on it. Okay, so now we're adding our chocolate chips. I just have it measured out, it's 1 cup. And we're going to add that to the butter, and then just shake it down so that all of the chocolate chips are sitting in the butter. You really don't want to burn the chocolate, because that would not be good. So we're going to stick this in the microwave for 15-second intervals, and then we're going to stir it until it's all melted. Alright, so that is looking nice and smooth. And now we're just gonna let it sit for a second, just to cool off, not too long. Right, so now we are going to take our whisk and our sugar and our vanilla, and we're going to whisk it into the chocolate mixture. So that's 3/4 of a cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now we're going to add our eggs, and these have been sitting there at room temperature. Like I've explained in previous videos, if you need to get eggs to room temperature pretty quickly, you can just stick them in a bowl of warm water for 5 minutes, and that'll get them to room temperature really quickly so that you can start your baking project. And we're going to add our eggs and then mix it well. And I don't know about you guys, but when I set my eggs on my counter, they like to just roll away. So usually I'll keep them in my red bowl, so that they're contained and they can... I want you all to see what just happened. We definitely have a runaway egg. Pause. We have cleaned up the egg mess. So we're taking 3 eggs and then we're putting them into the bowl, and then we're going to mix them all until well combined. There's 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to whisk this. to take my spatula again, and we're going to scrape this bowl, because you never know what little things are lurking at the bottom of your mixture. Okay, so now we have our chocolate mixture, and it looks really yummy. And all we have to do at this point is add our 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, and then we're just going to stir it in till it's all combined, pour it into our pan, and bake it. So easy, right? So now we have our mixture, and I'm just going to pour this into the pan. I'm just going to smooth this out so that we have an even surface. And there we have it. We're going to pop this into the oven, and I will show you the finished product. Woohoo! Hey guys, so I just took the cake out of the oven, and it actually caved in as it cooled. I left it in there for about 30 minutes, and the recipe says don't over bake it, so I took it out before the toothpick came out clean. And I would advise that you leave it in until the toothpick comes out clean, but since you are inverting it onto a plate, it doesn't really matter if it caves in. So I just flipped it over to let it cool and peeled off the parchment paper. So I would recommend leaving it in for as long as it needs to until the toothpick comes out clean. So anyways, I'll show you guys the finished product once I have it with the pudding on it.